Hello everybody, how you doing today? It's superfiend here. Welcome back to our Total War 3 Kingdoms playthrough as the Yellow Turbans. Way back when we started this as a Huang Shao campaign. He's passed away a long time ago. We've gone through a few faction successions. Luke Swan is our current faction leader. There he is, looking quite wise and contemplative. And let's see, what do we got here? All right, so Lady Feng, she recently came up near Wudu, and we cut her off with Shan Bing, and then we were able to attack her, push her back this way, and I think if we're lucky, we can catch her here. She's taking massive attrition. Her army is battered, tattered, and shattered, and soon to be, I'm not sure, disintegrated. Doesn't really rhyme with the other three. I think we can auto-resolve this away, so we'll delegate. Okay, she is swept off her feet by our stunning good looks and then bashed across the chest. Odd display of romanticism there. We're going to take the replenishment as we have been doing for the last few episodes. And the reason we're doing that is because we have very good income per turn and we don't need the money for ransoming. I'd rather take the small percentages of replenishment to keep our momentum up. We are in coalition territory, so we are still replenishing, and we have an army here, an army there. This one is going to head, I guess, through Wudu towards the copper mine. This one, I think we're going to go through the mountain pass here. So let's just push up. It takes a lot of movement to get through there. We didn't go very far. And let's see. We have a faction regency for Duchy of Zhang. Lady Feng Zhuping has been succeeded by the regent Xia Jinwen. Okay, and then we can go ahead and close these. We have a skill point to spend. We are going to pick up. Looking in here. You know what I like? I like subtlety for the guerrilla deployment. That's not going to be beneficial for our trebuchets, but it might be beneficial for our cavalry units. Okay, so that's everything there. We have another army right here led by Song Sai, and I think we're going to head west. And the reason we're heading west is in case we need reinforcements at the copper mine or any of this other territory. We also have 3 armies right here. Okay. And we also know that there is a Duchy of Zhang ambushing somewhere in here. What happened is Bei Lingyun, he was kind of like right around here, and we asked them to join the war against Duchy of Zhang. And Duchy of Zhang had an army right in here. And so Duchy of Zhang kind of moved this way and went into an ambush stance, and they've pulled back into the city. So we know that they're around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. So I'm just going to move into the thicket of trees here. I don't want to move too far. And we're just going to ambush ourselves and see if we can't trick them. We know that they're over there. Then over here we have Ma Chao, probably down to his last 2 settlements. He could have more. We don't know who's got this territory down here. It says unknown. And so what we're going to do, looking at our 2 forces here. So we got 1 and... let's see. I think with this one that can't move quite as far, we will move up and encamp. It's wintertime, so most of our armies are going to be losing military supplies, except this one's not. So maybe... no, you know what? I want to keep the encampment in case Ma Chao has any armies over here. But with this other force, with the other force here, we can get pretty close to the city, Baxi. And this would give us 70% ambush and 27% movement left over, so we could still assume the ambush stance. We've been using ambush stance very heavily in this campaign. Then now moving eastward, this army, which we recruited previously at Luoyang, the city, we took the lumberyard, and then now we're coming south through Nanyang. And eventually, we're going to end up at war with Duchy of Wu. Duchy of Wu has all this territory down here. Han Empire is their vassal. So when we end up at war, we're going to want to attack Shangyang. And so with this army that is completely replenished, we will force march and just head off towards Shangyang. And let's see here. Okay, very good. Very good. And looky here. Is this Lubu? A wild Lubu appears. Okay, we'll deal with you in a minute. We got 3 armies over here, and then this smaller forces from the other Yellow Turban faction, previously Gangdu. This army right here is in big trouble. She has come out of the river up onto our territory. A relatively weak force. There's a lot of Ji militia and archer militia here. There's a couple infantry of Jing, but we've got 2 armies that are ready to attack here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out of ambush stance here, and we are going to greet them properly the Yellow Turban way, which is to come out of our ambush stance and attack them from all sides. Welcome to our lands. Don't run away now. You come back, you hear. We're going to go into a forced march here, and okay, can we get the settlement thing out of the way? I want to get closer. Okay, right to here looks good. We should be able to catch them with, what's your name, Senjing. So we got 2 armies. Well, we got an army, a garrison, and then the attacking army. I think we can auto-resolve this. We have roughly 11,000. We'll delegate. Smacking our sticks together. Parry. It looks like it's a stalemate on the campaign map, but we have won decisively, and that is their 2nd time retreating. Once again, we're going to take replenishment to keep our momentum high, and they should be wiped out. Very good, because they retreated. And now Duchy of Chu has a faction succession. So Liu Xi is succeeding Zhao Zhijulan. Okay. And let's see with our armies here. We want to come over and attack the trade port. That is like, I think they're down to 1, 2, 3 territories. They could have more, but I think it's just these 3. And we got a crossing position right here. So we need to replenish a little bit with this army. So we're just going to head over towards the crossing position. This army's not that banged up, and it's in force march, so they can't replenish anyways, right? We can't get out of this stance. So what we'll do is we'll come over to here. Okay, that looks good. And then we got these 2 armies. Which one has more trebs? This is kind of our more defensive force. So let's move up and attack the livestock farm. Looks like we can safely auto-resolve this, but we do have roughly equal numbers, and it's a livestock farm, so they don't have towers. But I do want to bring up reinforcements. So let's just kind of get up to here, and then we can encamp. And we can auto-resolve this one. Okay, that looks good. We only lost 500. We'll occupy. A bunch of people become friendly. Maybe we lost a few relationships. I'm not going to spend too much time digging through all this stuff. Faction succession. We've gained some generals' uniforms. Or general armor. Character ranks gained. Scarred and Lame. These 2 guys, they died at the end of last episode. And so that's what this is from. And then he has become distinguished. So increased authority and instinct. Yeah, we can get rid of all this stuff. Mostly people becoming friends. There was an oath sworn element in there. Let's go check out these other 2 armies. Okay, so we're just standing over here right outside the livestock farm of Nanhai in an encampment stance. We have Sun Sua is in here. Mercenary archers, archer militia, Ji militia, saber militia, crossbowmen, heavy spear guard, peasant band, and spear guards. So they're recruiting kind of elite troops, but not entirely. And they're also not filling out their entire retinue. So with this army, I suppose we can take to the ocean and go explore. And if we can get close enough to Nanhai, we could just attack it very quickly when we do end up at war. We have a couple skill points in here. Senjing. Okay, it's for... Which army is the highlighted one? This one. Okay, bunch of melee troops. I like the 10% campaign movement range and then 10% speed for our own retinue. And wouldn't you know, it looks like our scholar has the same skill. So just like that, this army picks up 20% campaign movement range. And I'm pretty sure all that's left is to deal with Lu Bu, which we're going to do in just a moment. I want to go through it really quick, though, and look at some of our provinces, our building. I have spent a little bit of time upgrading buildings and in the purpose of improving our public order. So let's see here. Do we have the granary building? We don't. So we're going to build the grain storage here. It's relatively cheap, so let's just do a couple turns of instant upgrade. Let's go over to Taiwan, or Taiwan, however you want to say it. I'm not sure which is correct. And this is... we got some pretty decent income from peasantry here. I think that is from this building and... is it really all just from this? 200 income from peasantry. Looking at the iron mine, though, and the tool maker, this is like all industry. I don't think we have a lot of ways to improve. Okay, so we've already got all three of these. So what would the inn do? Commerce. So that's public order and income from commerce, which we will benefit from. We also benefit from commerce as our settlement increases in rank. Our population increases income from peasantry. So, you know, I'm not really sure which is better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 125% income from commerce. I think for this, what is the total? 140 income from peasantry. Versus this is 150. But then if we build communal trade, and what's this one here? Or no, and then we upgrade this, I think that'll get us up to like 200% income from commerce, and then this will give us another, well, this and the settlement would be like 200% income from commerce. It's really hard to decide. Basically, I'm not sure if we need the food and the income from peasantry here, but at the same time, if our population gets high, it adds up. You know, it'd be a 340 income from peasantry, and then you multiply that times 3 from population size. Our current population is giving us 150% income from peasantry. Oh, what the hey? What do we want here? This is so tough. Okay, I'm going to build the communal inn for this one. It was a tough choice, but we're going to do the inn, and then we'll do a couple upgrades there. Okay, over here at Chang'an. Oh, we have the temple. And we have the communal square. We're at +4 public order. So we can finally turn off our tax exemption here. And let's go ahead and upgrade the temple. It's expensive and takes 2 turns, but what the hey. Anding. Build the granary building. Shofang has got something upgrading. Runan is another one. And we have an iron mine, and then the city. So I think the communal inn is probably a good building to build here. Public order and income from industry, or income from commerce, I'm sorry. Nanyang. We need something in here. I'm going to upgrade the inn building further. That looks pretty good. How do we have plus 54 public order in this settlement? Oh, from these guys? How much are we getting from characters? 43 from local characters. Egads. Okay. All right, Lu Bu. Let's deal with you. All right. You know what? I feel like we can delegate this. It's sad to see him go down in this fashion, kicked in the face with a not so great army. We lose 1,000. He loses almost everything. He does survive to tell the tale. We've gained an ancillary. We will pick the replenishment. Can we push up and reach him? No, we cannot. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back into our territory to replenish further. We can see here that they're down to almost nothing, right? So we're looking real good. So this is a red hair. 50 charge bonus, 10 instinct, 5 expertise. I think this is the second one of these that we've picked up. Really good mount. And then now our court armies kind of come this way and kind of push up as far as we can with these two. So the top two are our court armies. The bottom one is just kind of a random Joe Schmo. Maybe random Joe Schmo needs to come back westward towards Shangyang. And we do have skill points here. So let's see. We got a mix of infantry and missile units. We have more infantry, though. So I'm going to pick Fanaticism. And then another mix of infantry and missiles. And I'm going to pick the campaign movement range. That's always kind of like the best thing you can get. And we look pretty good. What is our overall corruption? 17%. So it's still kind of high. And I'm waiting for our public order to get kind of situated a little bit. And then I'm probably going to increase our taxes. And then maybe I'll deal with putting some administrators out. But like right now, we're earning a ton of money. 29,000 per turn. With 17% corruption. Kind of like as our baseline corruption. Over here, we'll go ahead and spend 2,700 in here. We have administrators and assignments that are really boosting our construction in Jianye. So we should be building stuff here pretty much every turn. In fact, you know what? We can instant upgrade that. What is this? This is the final chain of the inn. Yeah, so we'll do that. Now, we can't afford to instant upgrade that. I think that's pretty good for our movement right now. And oh, you know what else we can do? Let's sort by commandery income, and let's just go down and look at the ones where I have given tax exemptions. So like this one, it's not earning a lot of money, but it's at +6 public order if we turn the exemption off, and that pushes us up to 30k and increases our food by 18. So you know what? Wu Wei is ready to join the fold. Tongan, how do you look? They're at 100 public order plus 23. And if we... So they're at +4. And that increases our income per turn almost by 2,000. Donglai, you don't have a tax exemption. You just make no money. The worst capital ever. Terrible. And Luling... Yingchuan. Where is Yingchuan? Chuan. Yeah. You know what else we can do? You know what else we can do? Do I have a lot of garrisons back here? So far, it doesn't look like I do. Because I think this territory is relatively safe. Like right here, I think we could get rid of this garrison and maybe put something better in at Yi. We have the farming estates. We have the increased income from peasantry and food production. We have the granaries. We're going to be removing our research rate buildings pretty soon. This is food production. No money. So ideally, or possibly, like we could get back 2 building slots by demolishing both of these. And then when we upgrade the settlement further, we'll get our 6th building slot. So there's like 3 extra slots that we could build in here. I don't really think we need the brother garrison. Do we have a garrison building in Pingyuan? I'm also inclined to think that maybe we don't need the Yellow Turban headquarters. We might be better off building something else in here. I don't know. Definitely want to continue with the leisure house. Leisure house. You know what? Let's upgrade this building because it's cheap. Can I do it again? Can I afford it? No, I spent all my money. Well, we don't really have a whole lot of garrison buildings in here, do we? Couple back here. So this is horse pastures. Does that provide any money? No. So all of our income here is industry and peasantry, and that's because we built this thing. So the communal inn would be a good candidate for dye as well. I'm thinking... where is it? Here. I'm thinking we probably don't need this garrison building. But I'm gonna leave them for now. Okay, let's end our turn. Let's end our turn. Duchy of Chu. What do you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna go up here and like defeat these armies? I don't think you're gonna do that. Okay, relatively quick turn there. No pop-ups. Everybody's becoming friendly. That's fine. Buildings. Yeah. Yuanjing Shu. We've discovered it. Our ambush has been discovered. Okay. So we have a force from Ma Chao, led by Ma Chao. What kind of garrison does this city have? Oh, that's weak. I think we could pop up here and go take this right now. And I don't think he can do anything to challenge us. All right, so we're going to come down here. We're going to take this city. Small city. Going to delegate this one. Okay, we lost a good chunk of our force. That's unfortunate. But I don't think he's anywhere where he can push up and challenge us. And now we are replenishing in our territory over here. So maybe he'll come over and try to attack us. But I'm a little bit doubtful. A little bit doubtful. Akira's vestments, faction developments. Ma Chao, new capital has been established at Ba. So where is the city of Ba? So somewhere along here, either this one or this one is now his new capital. So he's got a little bit more territory that we haven't uncovered yet. That's fine. No big deal. Oh boy, this is going to be a long journey. All right, we're going to start force marching through here to get here a little bit faster. And then, is that really as far as you can move? We are going to force march and head towards here. And we're going to force march coming around this way. If they still have an army here, they have not revealed themselves, so that's kind of odd. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to force march. And I'm going to get in reinforcement range of this army right here. If there is a Duchy of Zhang force here that does come and lay siege to Hanzhong, they will lay siege for a turn or two. We'll have plenty of time to get back and deal with them. We got 2 armies up here that could deal with them, and we are enclosing on the copper mines. So I think everything over there is going to be just fine. Hunky-dory. Looks good. All right. Getting right up on the border here and encamping. This army, let's see. Do we have the movement to get all the way down here? Ooh, for a second I got excited. I thought we were going to be able to reach Jiangling, but no, does not look like that is the case. All right, Duchy of Chu. Man, how's he fielding all this? I'm thinking I want to get in the water. So we're going to select this army, and we're going to get into the water here. We're going to select this army and get in front. Okay, that stops them from moving down the waterway. They'd have to attack us if they want to move any further. And good old Total War AI, they have moved exactly to where we can't get them, I think. Oh, you know what? This army might be able to reach them. Let's give it a shot. She may not be able to. Oh, she did. And they're in a forced march. You silly billies. Why would you have done that? Oh, that had to hurt. We only lost 285. Wow. We'll take the replenishment, as little as it is. And that was their faction leader, so they have a new faction regency. Zhe Yue is now leading the faction. I'm surprised that Lu Bu is not part of the family. Where are you hiding? So their faction leader is not in any of these armies. Can we move across this? No. Okay, so it's going to take like a turn or two. How did that use up all of our movement? Are you serious? What? Okay, but we got those guys over there. They're replenishing. That's fine. Let us... How big of a garrison is this? Oh, that's pitiful. I think we could win if they attack us. Well, it depends. They could have like an army right here that could move really far. So let's be a little conservative. We'll stay in our territory so that we can continue replenishing. We'll encamp. Who's got the skill point? Somebody has a skill point. Yitai. Yeah, over here. And infantry retinue. Look at that. Campaign movement range. Yippee. So is that everything for our movement over there? I think it is. And now let's come on down here towards the trade port. Check out Sun Sua. See what he's up to. Maybe we'll go a little bit south. Okay, excellent. And you have not moved. Okay, so what do we want to do with this guy? Well, here's an idea. Let's get in the water and we don't replenish. Darn. Okay, let's get back on the land where we replenish. So what I think we'll do with this army is we'll finish our replenishment and then we'll get into the river and we can come down this way and kind of get behind Ma Chao, possibly. Okay. If we can come down the river and take like Ma Chao's city over here, then that kind of pushes him this way. And we have armies up here. Well, one army. Potentially more. Let's look at our buildings real quick. Okay, on ping. Upgrading our granary building. Taiwan. Upgrading our inn. Anding. Is this the inn here? Yeah, let's just go for public order everywhere. Luling. Okay, that's right over here. I think we're going to do garrison for that. Is that all the money? No, we got more money. Long. Yeah, that's over by Dong. So what is this? Okay, yeah, we'll upgrade that. Huang Shao. Let's do the livestock farm. 120 income for peasantry, 7 food. 5 food, 140. Okay, so I like the livestock farm branch on the right. The reason for that is I think the 2 extra food will allow us to push our population higher and get more money from commerce by having higher level cities. I think that's worth more than the 20 income from peasantry between the 2 buildings. Xiangyang, relatively new for us. Is the toolmaker industry? It is industry, so it would make sense to increase just the pure industry from this building chain right here up to 500. Kwa Jai. Okay, livestock farms are not that great. I'm going to go ahead and... Do we have walls? So we do. So I'm going to increase our granary building for reserves. That will allow us to hold out longer in a siege. I'm kind of like all over the place on my reasoning on this stuff. Where is this? Tong An. Do we have granary building? No, but I'm going to upgrade the garrison simply because at some point we'll be at war with Kingdom of Ba, and this is a potential target of theirs. Likewise, we could use garrison building here. I'm going to do some instant upgrades. Okay, that's quite a bit of money. Hanoi, Hene. This is increased food production and increased percentage income from peasantry. Wow Guan, Wow Gwen. We'll come back to that one. Let's go back up here. Are we done building in here? We are. What is this? Okay, this is the leader's house. These are not that good. So our current income is split between commerce and industry. We've got the inn. Where's the inn? Is that this? It is. Okay, commerce and industry. A communal trade port. Ooh, 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 ooh. Increased income from commerce. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pick that. Hedong. Industry and commerce. And you know what? We'll just do like a couple instant upgrades here. Can I get one more in? I can. Yay. So we'll just let that one proceed naturally. So we're up to 31,000 income per turn. Public order is looking pretty good everywhere. Really, we're just about ready to increase our taxes. Hanzhong contested. Ooh. So do we want to try to trade for the silk trader? Trade territory. Hanzhong. Once upon a time, I was going to like give them all this stuff. But you know what? Now I'm feeling kind of greedy. Let's give them some ancillaries that are crappy. Here, you can have a stone archer and a water clock and a wooden fish and a clay warrior. That sounds good. Okay, we need to give him a little bit of money, or we can't give him any food. Oh, darn. I used up all of our money. So we can't really give him a whole lot in terms of a payment. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, you know what? We'll revisit that. But I think I'd kind of like to get Hanzhong. Negative public order. So we got to do something about this one. How about a tax exemption for now? That gets our public order positive, at least. And then the other contested commanderies, they look okay. Everybody is moved. Let's end our turn. Duchy of Chu leaves the port down here with one of their armies. So that's good for us. Duchy of Zhang reinforces the copper mine. So they did have an ambushing army like over here, and now it's back in the copper mine. I'm inclined to think that the copper mine is their last settlement. Rally Noble. Okay, I'm not going to read all this fortune cookie nonsense. It rarely makes sense. But that was for the virtuous nobleman, heavy axe cavalry. And so we do have a couple of the horse commanderies that allow us to reduce upkeep reduction for cavalry units. So I think we want to try to like recruit a cavalry force of those guys. I think that would be cool. And then what's this unit here? This looks like a fun unit. Heavy sword infantry. Yes, please. Give me some heavy sword infantry. Traits gained. Bian Jinpei is now trusting, so people can spy on us easier. Ooh. If she's a Lord of Virtue, I think. All right, lots of buildings. Well, we're not really going for any specific direction with our buildings. We're just kind of hitting everything as we can. All right, here. This is our army here. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move forward and ambush. So we have 80% success of an ambush there. And then we will go ahead and force march there. Over here, we're going to make a very small move. And encamp. And maybe that will draw one of these armies back into that direction, which would be good. That would make it easier. If either one of these armies think that they can win up here and they move that way, then both of these armies can move up and the copper mine will be ours. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the horse pastures. We're going to instant upgrade that to get the maximum upkeep reduction right away, and then we'll start upgrading the city there. I guess we'll upgrade the granary. Chang'an. We are at 350% income from peasantry. So just upgrading this is going to get us almost an extra 300 income out of Chang'an. And then this is max. All right, let's upgrade that. Shangyang Lumberyard. We'll... in this case, I'm going to pick the lumberyard on the left for the extra 10 income from peasantry. Yeah, it looks okay. And who are you? Please tell me you're Ma Chao. Oh, you are. Why have you done this? Why have you come here like that? Do you realize how foolish this was? Watch us get ambushed. There it is, you clever duck. Okay, let's get out of here. Retreat! Retreat! Flee! Flee for your lives. Okay, so is this Ma Chao's army? It is. And you know what that means. That means he's no longer protecting his farm. So I think this army should pull back over and take the farm. Delegate this. We've lost very few troops. Occupy. We will promote our talented warrior. who seems to have arrived with a bow. Chu Yue. No bow. Minus 10% corruption. Yeah, he's an advisor. Okay, so I think we want to keep him. Oh, no, he's weak. Oh, he's got a ton of terrible traits. Okay, Chu Yue, you're out of here. Be free. Be free. All right, what do we want to do here? Oh, boy. I want to sneak up on Ma Chao. So we're going to go hide in the trees here. How is our garrison looking? Not bad, and we got a full army in here. A little bit wounded, but I think we can hold these guys off without too much issue. Okay, yeah, we've already done that. And we are encamped there. This army is all done replenishing. So let's come down the river here. Okay, I'm gonna be cautious and not force march into the fog of war, or in this case, full speed ahead. They have utterly disappeared here. Where is Lubu? Where'd you go? And what kind of garrison? Okay. We're going to push up and attack with Luao Wanyang. We'll bring our other army up as reinforcements. Continue siege. And this is going to give us a little bit of visibility across the river as well, which is awesome. Okay, Duchy of Chu, Han Empire. So they are trying to get away from us. This we can delegate. Occupying once again. You know, I wonder if there was some sort of ninja patch that Creative Assembly has done, because I'm noticing that we're not getting new characters quite as often as we were just a couple episodes ago. It makes me think something was updated. Because we used to get them like popcorn flying out of a popcorn machine. Just bang, 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 bang. Every battle was like one or two new characters. It was a little bit ridiculous. Okay. Who's got the better ambush here? Definitely this army. So, with this army, we want to push across. And we want to do it in a way where we can encamp, which looks like there. Very good. With this army, we want to push up to here, where we have a 70% ambush chance, and hide. So, your move. Let's see what you think is a wise decision. These armies here, you know, I kind of don't want to move them because we're in the boats, and if we get attacked, we can't reinforce, and these are all of our court nobles, essentially. And so I don't want to lose them by making a fumble of a movement. So I'm just going to leave them right where they are. I'm going to leave them where they are for now. I anticipate that this army is going to kind of come up over here, and then maybe we'll move this way. And then these two armies will probably take the trade port soon. And then that should give us some visibility over to here, and then I'll feel more comfortable moving our court nobles. And I think what we'll do is we'll have our court nobles come up, land at Changsha, and we'll initiate our declaration of war with Duchy of Wu by taking his capital with our court nobles. I think that's a pretty fitting turn of events, right? Let's swing this way and just see what else we got over here. And then, yeah, neither of them are going to move. Okay. I think we're ready. Have I spent my money yet? No. Let's go spend money on our buildings. All right, so we'll do a couple instant upgrades here. Super cheap. Well, maybe not, but now it's rank 5. Okay, so what else can we do here? Industry and commerce. Industry and commerce. So if we go with manufacturing, that's a bunch of income from industry. What's our population? 4 million. So we'd essentially be doubling any of our income from peasantry. And our public order is pretty high, so I think we could get rid of the leader's house. Although I'm going to keep it for now. Let's see. I don't think any of this other stuff is all that fantastic. So for now, let's go ahead and get manufacturing and just go for like a huge boost to industry, because I'm pretty sure both of these boost our industry. Yeah. So, we want to get that built. And then now let's come down over here. Okay, we're gonna improve our garrison. 5,000. I'm gonna spend it. I'm gonna improve the garrison further. Don't have enough money here. So this is a lumber yard. Let's improve this so that we can get towers eventually. And that's pretty much all of our money for right now. So we're spreading our buildings like all over the place. And because we finished all these reforms, all of our buildings take 3 turns less for construction time. And then we also have a -1 construction time faction wide. So we got pretty good construction time right now. And we're earning 30,000 per turn. Let's go ahead here and end our turn. Non-aggression pact. No. We're gonna be at war with you soon. He can feel it. He knows it's coming. Okay, so I think they've come back up onto the shore in our territory there. That's okay if they did. And I think Duchy of Chu abandoned the copper mine. An exquisite weapon from our weapon craftsman. Let's check it out. A war axe. Reduces expertise, increases resolve. Very good. Pretty good trait, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty good. Aesthetic is also decent, and fiery is good too. Like all those. Okay, so let's look here. No, okay, this is good. So do we have a clear path? Oh, I think we can attack it. I think we can. They are completely out of range. So I think we're going to be able to attack the copper mine. I don't think we should push up and attack this army with our peasant army. I think we're going to have to attack the copper mine if we want to get it before Beiling Yun gets there. And we'll probably have to fight the battle manually to minimize our casualties. Over here, where has Ma Chao gone? I have no idea where Ma Chao is. So we're going to like move very cautiously from here. Chengdu is owned by Duchy of Zhang. Okay, and then we'll come down around the river bend here, also moving cautiously. Lubu, hanging out over here. Now, did you come onto the land? You did not. So I think what we're going to do... I think what we'll do is we'll take both of these armies. Maybe we'll take this army and move down the river, because it's a very defensive force. They got a lot of cavalry. Okay, so I think this army is going to move down the river, and that might entice this army to turn around and come attack us. I think we can take the trade port. Possibly this army is a good candidate for that. Uh-oh, we have people who don't get along. And then maybe this army comes back across the river, or maybe just gets into the river to get in their way here. I don't know. But I think this army is going to move up onto our shore. So we need to maybe send this army and a forced march all the way back towards Jingxia to like get them out of here or chase them around. And then with these two armies, where do we want to go? Maybe hang out in front of Lubu. Like, just prevent him from getting too far. Over here, Sun Sua, where are you hiding? He's back in Nanhai, the livestock farm. So this army will stay there. This army will come just a wee bit further south so we can investigate. We're maybe 3 turns away from declaring war on Duchy of Wu. So that will give us enough time to investigate further down the coastline, but then also get back to defend Tong'an. And I think that's a list of things we can expect to happen as we come back in the next episode, because we're going to end this one right here. Let me know if you enjoyed it with comments or thumbs up. I'm enjoying the campaign as always. Check out the rest of the channel if you have not already by now, and consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.